And good evening, everyone. Two Nueces County jailers and a former jailer are out of jail tonight on bond following their arrests today.
And it all started with an inmate's death in December of 2018. Chris 6 News reporter Seth Kovar joins us in the studio. And Seth, what did Nueces County Sheriff John Hooper tell you today?
Well, after talking to him, it's still not exactly clear what these three men, William Fielder, Javier Zapata Jr., and Richard Culp, are accused of doing. But Sheriff Hooper was clear on one point. He says that a Texas Rangers investigation found they did not cause an inmate to die.
They didn't find any actions on our part that contributed to that death.
The deceased is 49-year-old David Johnson. He died while an inmate at the Nueces County Jail in December. Today, Sheriff Hooper addressed his death.
The medical examiner's ruling was that it was a death of natural causes. He had numerous medical issues.
The sheriff also provided some insight into the indictment last week and arrest this morning of three of his jailers. For William Fielder and Richard Culp, he says it goes back to their handling of the investigation into Johnson's death.
The Texas Ranger found some problems with the way that the jailers handled the investigation, and he presented those to the grand jury, and the grand jury came back with a couple of indictments.
Sheriff Hooper wasn't as clear when talking about Zapata, who resigned back in January knowing he was about to get fired. The other two just got suspended.
Their actions around the time of the death were policy violations in our mind, and so they were disciplined, retrained, and put back to work.
And they're still on the job. The sheriff says they'll continue working at the county jail throughout the legal process.
These employees are innocent until proven guilty, and we'll let the process work and go from there.
One more difference between Fielder and Culp as opposed to Zapata. Fielder and Culp turned themselves in at the sheriff's office around 11 this morning. Deputies went and arrested Zapata where he works at the Public Works building in Robstown. Paula?
All right, Seth Kovar reporting in studio, and all three men face official oppression and tampering with a government record charges. Zapata faces additional charges of invasive visual recording.